If you're like me, you're over the whole Lost Cherry scent profile. Has been duped a gazillion times. But look no further than Initio's Narcotic Delight. A boozy cherry, you say? Come back and we'll discuss. Come back. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new video, Smell Good with Jenna. I'm, of course, Jenna. Thank you so much for stopping by. You know what you got to do. Like, comment, follow, and subscribe, and let's get right into it. Initio's Narcotic Delight. This came out early 2024. I want to say February of 2024. Randomly went into Bloomingdale's. I think I know why I was going in there. I was going into Magnolia's Bakery to get banana pudding. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you love or tried Magnolia's Bakery banana pudding. Top notch. Anyway, so I was going in there to get my banana pudding, but per usual, I can't stop and just have tunnel vision and go where I need to go. I have to go and smell different fragrances. One of the fragrances I wound up smelling was Narcotic Delight, and I was immediately like, whoa, what is this? I've never smelled such a boozy cherry. And I immediately, per usual, that's my toxic trait. As soon as I like something, I'm like, you know what? Okay, I gotta get it. But the previous year, I did damage, so I'm like, you know what? Let me chill out for a bit in 2024. That wasn't the case. I wound up buying a whole bunch of stuff. But I knew since this was February of 2024, I knew eventually we were going to transition into the spring season, and I thought this would be perfect for the winter, so I wanted to hold off and find a good price for this. So we were patient. I was mature and a big girl and decided to be patient. But with that said, this stayed on my mind throughout the year. I had it on my list in my notes on my phone. This was I was going to purchase as closer to the colder seasons, and I wound up finding this for a really, really good price. I think for $200 at Fragrance Store. This retails, by the way, $380. Is it $380 or $390? $380. So the Initio's Narcotic Delight fragrance retails for $380 for a 3.4 ounce. So I knew I didn't want to spend that much. So I knew there was gonna be a discounter website, one of my go-to reputable places that was gonna get it for a pretty decent price. And I got this for $200, $190 or so, because when I don't know, when you purchase on Shop, you get your cash to spend, so that was an additional dollars off. And we wound up securing Narcotic Delight. So as I mentioned, my initial reaction to this fragrance, I was blown away. I fell in love with it immediately, but I practiced patience and decided to wait. I was in Neiman Marcus with my friend, and I damn near bragged. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be added to my collection soon. Sprayed it on me, and I was taken aback how different it smelled from when I originally tested it out. Now, I realized I tested it on the test strips, and you know, you're not gonna get that full effect of a fragrance like you would on skin, but it just pulled way too smoky. I didn't get that bright, dark cherry from that, or booziness. It was just really smoky, so it deterred me a little bit. But I knew something that got my initial reaction was love at first sniff. I knew I had to revisit it. But with the notes, if we get into the notes, the top we have cherry, pink pepper, black pepper, and in the middle we have, cognac, rose, and in the base we have tobacco, vanilla, tonka bean, cedar, and patchouli. Like I said, I was discouraged with how it came off my skin, but I didn't want to lose hope. So eventually, a few months later, we were back at Neiman Marcus. That's what we'll do. We'll go to different stores throughout the year and smell different fragrances, like all of us. But I went in there, and that's when I tested it out again. And that's when I got that beautiful, bright, creamy, boozy cherry that I fell in love with initially in February. So the crisis was averted and my love for Narcotic Delight was still there. I think this is a gorgeous unisex scent. A lot of people mention it. I've seen in reviews that it could be similar to Side Effect. I even said that at one point, but when you actually smell the two, they quite differ. I think I also read something where Initio will have similar scents and like, or it's played up on a scent that they have, but a little bit different. And I can see that. I know with Side Effect, there's 2 liquor notes in there, whereas this only has cognac. This obviously has cherry. 2 different fragrances, but it's still right up the same alley. Gorgeous. Man, woman can rock this. Longevity, I found this didn't last too long on me. I gotta admit, I don't know if I need to let it sit for a little bit longer, but it wasn't the powerhouse that I'm typically used to when it comes to Initio fragrances. But the projection was there. I definitely got compliments in total. I smell good, and they can smell the cherry, the booziness. I just think this is a fragrance that the more you wear it and the longer you have it, it's gonna get even stronger and richer. But if you're tired for lost cherry type of cherry fragrances, I would definitely recommend Narcotic Delight. I think it's more mature. I think it's sensual. I think it's men who don't like that sweet cherry smell would prefer this. For women who want to smell daring and edgy and sexy, will love Narcotic Delight. It's just a gorgeous fragrance to have in your collection, especially from Initio. So as always, towards the end of my video, I'll give you guys my layering combo. And as I mentioned with Narcotic Delight, I felt it didn't last necessarily too long on my skin. So of course, a layering combo will help note the notes in a fragrance, specifically the cherry note in here. I started my layering combo with Bath & Body Works Black Cherry Merlot. I really enjoy this line from Bath & Body Works because this cherry doesn't seem childlike. It doesn't seem too girly. It seems more sophisticated and dark. So this was a perfect start of the layering combo with the body wash and then also with the moisturizing cream. Then for cherry body oil, I always use Brown Sugar Babes Cherry Bomb. It's inspired by Lost Cherry. So I added that to the combo. And I decided to pair with Narcotic Delight BDK's Rouge Smoking. It gave that peppery cola cherry vibe that was beautiful with Narcotic Delight, and that helped project a little bit longer the fragrance. So definitely love that. I do want to try to pair it with Side Effect. I do want to try to pair this with Mind Games, French Defense, and a couple of other things. But needless to say, I absolutely love this fragrance. Would I recommend this? 1000%. If you're into boozy fragrances, look no further than Narcotic Delight. And if you're tired of the typical playful cherry fragrances, look no further again than Narcotic Delight. That's my video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you smelled Narcotic Delight and if you want to add it to your collection. Like, comment, follow, and subscribe. And always remember, the best compliment one can get is that you smell so good.